Welcome to Math Simplified. This video is for 9th standard students. Today we are going to start the 4th chapter, Geometry. The topic today is Angles and Triangles, exercise 4.1. Please subscribe and share with your friends also. Okay, Geometry chapter 4, Types of Angles. First let us see the definition of different types of angles. The first one is acute angle. The angle measures less than 90 degree. So here you can see this is an example of acute angle. If you measure this angle, it will be less than 90. Obtuse angle, the measure of the angle is more than 90. Right angle, the angle measures 90 degree. This is 90 degree. Straight angle, the angle measures 180. So here this is 180. Reflex angle, the angle measures more than 180 but less than 360. So this angle is reflex angle. Okay, complementary angles. So if there are two angles and the sum of these two angles is 90 degrees, then they are said to be complementary angles. Supplementary angles, the sum of the two angles should measure 180 degree. Then they are supplementary angles. Vertically opposite angles. So here let us take two lines. They intersect each other here like this, and it forms angles when they intersect. These two angles are opposite to each other and they are called vertically opposite angles. Adjacent angles, angles with common ray and common vertex. So here is an example of adjacent angles. So they have a common ray here and a common vertex. So this angle and this angle are adjacent to each other. Linear pair, the supplementary angles with common ray. So linear pair, the sum of these two angles should be 180, then it is a linear pair and they should have a common ray. Okay, so adjacent angles which have a sum of 180 degree is a linear pair. Okay, two parallel lines cut by a transversal will give the following angles. So here are two parallel lines you can see, and this line which cuts through them is called a transversal. When you do this, many angles are formed. You can see this is one angle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 8 angles, and these angles have a definite relationship between each other. Let's see what it is. Vertically opposite angles. Okay, so here are two vertically opposite angles, 1 and 3. They are vertically opposite. 2 and 4, 5 and 7, 6 and 8. So you have 4 vertically opposite angles. Corresponding angles 1 and 5, they are corresponding. 4 and 8, 2 and 6, 3 and 7. They are called corresponding angles and they are always equal. Next is linear pair. You can find many linear pairs here. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 4, 2 and 3, they are all linear pairs. If you add them, you will get 180 degree. Here also, 5 and 6 is a linear pair, 8 and 7 linear pair, 5 and 8 is a linear pair, 6 and 7 is a linear pair. Okay. Alternate interior angles. So here, what are interior angles? See, these are the two parallel lines, and all the angles in between the two parallel lines are called interior angles. So here we have 4, 3, 5, 6 interior angles. So here alternate interior angles. So these are alternate, 4 and 6. They are always equal. Okay. 5 and 3, they are always equal. They are alternate interior angles. And interior angles on the same side of transversal. What are those angles? 3 and 6. If you add them, it will be always 180 degree. 4 and 5, if you add them, it will be always 180. All this will be clear when we do problem sums, but you should know what are these angles which are formed when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. Now let's go to triangles. So here we are going to study special type of triangles which are congruent. Okay, two triangles are congruent if their corresponding angles and sides are equal. So here let's take these two triangles. So these are the corresponding sides, AB and PQ, AC and PR, BC and QR. So they should be equal. And what are the corresponding angles? Angle A and angle P corresponding, B and Q is corresponding, C and R is corresponding. So if they are equal, they are congruent. There are 5 rules to find out if two triangles are congruent. Let us see what they are. First one is SSS rule. Okay, that is side, side, side. That means each side should be equal to the corresponding side of the next triangle. So here, if AB is equal to PQ, AC is equal to PR, and BC is equal to QR, then these two triangles are congruent. By which rule? SSS rule. Similarly, SAS rule, side, angle, side. So two sides and its included angle. So supposing AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and this angle B is equal to Q, then SAS. By that rule, these two triangles are congruent. ASA, angle, side and angle, should be equal to this angle, side and this angle. Then ASA rule, they are congruent. AAS, angle, angle and side. Angle, angle and side. AAS rule. Then they are congruent. RHS rule, one angle should be a right angle. Then if hypotenuse and one side is equal, then by RHS rule, the two triangles are congruent. Okay, we'll do sums on this and it will be very clear. Okay. Exercise 4.1, question 1. In the figure, AB is parallel to CD, find X. So here are the two lines which are parallel to each other. We are asked to find this angle X. This angle is given, it is 140 degree. This angle also they have given, it is 150 degree. Okay, we are going to draw a parallel line, third parallel line like this in the middle. Okay, this line is parallel to both these lines. Okay, now what happens is this parallel line divides X into two angles, 1 and 2. So if we can find angle 1 and angle 2 and add them, we will get value of X. Okay, let's find out angle 1. So these are the two parallel lines and AT is the transversal. So these two are interior angles on the same side of transversal and their sum will be 180 degree. So angle 1 plus 140 degree is equal to 180 degree. So angle 1 is 180 minus 140, that is 40 degree. Similarly, angle 2. This is the transversal. These are two interior angles on the same side of transversal. So angle 2 plus 150 is 180. So angle 2 is equal to 180 minus 150, that is 30 degree. So angle 1 we have got angle 2. Now let's add them. We get 70 degree. So X is equal to 70 degree. Okay. Now this is the second sum. This is the figure they have given. So these are the two parallel lines. They have given this angle as 48, 24. They are asking us to find this whole angle BGD, angle BGD. This is this angle. Okay. So if we draw a parallel line like this, third parallel line which is parallel to these two lines, this angle is divided into angle 1 and angle 2. Let's find angle 1. So angle 1 plus 48 degree is equal to 180 degree. Interior angles on the same side of transversal. So angle 1 is 180 minus 48, that is 132 degree. Similarly, angle 2 plus 24 is 180. So angle 2 is equal to 180 minus 24, that is 156 degree. Now add angle 1 and 2. Add, you get 132 degree plus 156 degree is equal to 288 degree. So this whole angle is 288 degree. Okay, this is the third figure. Here they have given these two parallel lines. This angle they have given 53 degree. This angle is 38 degree. They asked us to find Y. Okay, so here these are parallel lines. This is the transversal. So these are interior angles, alternate interior angles. They will be equal. So this angle is equal to angle D, that is 53 degree. So now in this triangle we have got two angles, 38 degree, 53 degree. We know that the sum of the three angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree. So 38 plus 53 plus y is equal to 180 degree. So angle y, that is DEC. DEC is the same as y, is equal to 180 minus 91. You add these two, bring it on the other side, it becomes minus 91. So this is 89 degree. So here we learn another important formula. Sum of the three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Okay, question 2. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 1:2:3. Find the measure of each of the triangle. So just now I told you that the sum of the three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. But the angles are given in the ratio. So let us multiply with a common variable x. So the angle becomes x, 2x and 3x. That is the ratio. So add them is equal to 180 degree. This is 6x is equal to 180, x is equal to 180 upon 6, 30 degree. Now substitute the value of x here. So the first angle is 30, second angle is 60 and third angle is 90 degree. Okay. Consider the given pairs of triangles and say whether each pair is that of congruent triangles. If the triangles are congruent, say how, and if they are not congruent, say why, and also say if a small modification would make them congruent. Okay, so you know the 5 rules of congruency. Let us check out if these triangles are congruent. So they have given that this side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side. Only two sides are equal, so they are not congruent. So how can we make them congruent? If AC is equal to RP, then by SSS rule they will become congruent. Only in this condition, if AC is equal to RP. Okay, so here there is another figure given. Here they have given that CD is equal to AB and DA is equal to BC. Okay, so this side is equal to this side is equal to this. Can you see the two triangles, this and this? So they are asking if these two triangles are congruent. You can see that DB is common to both the triangles, and so the third side is also equal. So by triple S rule, SSS rule, they are congruent. Okay, so here is another figure. So here you can see this is one triangle, this is another triangle. They have given this side is equal to this side is equal to this side. Okay, now what about the third side? Third side, PX is common to both the triangles. So by all the three sides are equal to the corresponding sides. So therefore by SSS rule they are congruent. Okay, so here is another figure and they have given that OA is equal to OC and angle CDO, this angle is equal to this angle ABO. Okay, let us see. You can see that these two angles are vertically opposite angles. Okay, angle DOC is equal to AOB. So what is the rule we will apply here? Angle, side. So AAS rule, the triangles are congruent. This triangle is congruent to this triangle. Okay, so here is another figure. So here this is equal to this and this is equal to this, and we know that this angle is equal to this angle, vertically opposite angle. So what rule we will apply here? SAS, side angle side. So by that rule these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so here is another example. So here they have given that AB is equal to AC. This angle is 90 degree. Okay, and this is a common side. AM is common to both these triangles. So we have an hypotenuse which is, this is a right angle triangle. So hypotenuse is equal and they have one side in common for both. So RHS rule, the triangles are congruent. See, this is the sign for congruency. This is how we write congruent. Triangle ABM is congruent to triangle AMC. Okay, question 4. ABC and DEF are two triangles in which AB is equal to DF. So AB is equal to DF. ACB is 70, ABC is 60, and this angle is 70, DEF, and EDF is 60. Prove the triangles are congruent. So if you have the side which is equal, this angle is equal, this angle is equal. Okay. Now let us find the third angle. So you can see the value of the third angle will be 180 minus 60 minus 70. That is 50 degree here. Here also the angle will be 50 degree. 180 minus 60 minus 70. Okay, so 50 degree. So these two angles are also equal. So what rule you are going to apply? Angle, side, angle. ASA rule. These two triangles are congruent. Okay. Question 5. Find all the three angles of the triangle ABC. So this is the triangle ABC. They are asking us to find all the three angles. They are given this angle as x plus 35, this angle as 2x minus 5, and this angle, this is called the exterior angle. When you extend the line like this, the angle here is exterior angle of this triangle. The angle within the triangle is this angle. So they are asking us to find this angle also. Okay. There is a rule which says that this exterior angle is equal to the sum of the opposite two interior angles. So this 4x minus 15 is equal to x plus 35 plus 2x minus 5. See here. Okay. Always remember this. Exterior angle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angles. Okay. So now you simplify this, you get the value of x as 45. So put here 45. So what is angle A? Angle A is equal to 45 plus 35, 80 degree. Angle B is equal to, substitute, you get 85. This is 80 and this is 85. So what about this angle? This angle will be 180 minus 80 minus 85. That is, it will be 15. This angle is 15. Okay. So here we come to the end of the exercise. Please go through the exercise once again. Pause the video in each sum and practice them.